I love Disney World, but the wokeness is ruining the experience. This is the greatest article that's been written, okay? Let me play some music for this. I love Disney World, but wokeness is ruining the experience. I feel like Disney adults literally cannot help themselves. Like, they just constantly make it so that it's impossible not to bully them. Whether it's like Disney boarding, which is what I found out recently because of TikTok, or whatever the this is, okay? It is marketed for the entire family. Did I say boarding again? I meant Disney bounding. I said boarding again. I'm being Disney boarded right now. Jonathan Van Boskirk wrote this article. My family and I have been loyal. Fortunately, I am strongly rethinking our commitment to Disney and thus Orlando. You have lost a loyal customer, sir. The more Disney moves away from the values and vision of Walt Disney. Wait, I'm sorry. What does he mean by this? What values is he talking about, dude? Why? This is a roleplay frog, dude. It's like this guy is backseating Disney in the worst way, dude. Okay, Disney is forgetting that guest immersion is at the core of his business model. Experience is shattered by the real world, and boy, has Disney been breaking the immersion. Recently, Disney announced that cast members are not permitted to display tattoos, wear inclusive uniforms, and display inclusive haircuts. Wait, I am there for the immersion and the fantasy, not the reality of a stranger's self-expression. I do not begrudge these people their individuality, and I wish them well in their personal lives, but I do not get to express my individuality at my place. Oh, it's me, Mickey. Like, that's what he wants to do at work, but they won't let him, so they are oppressing me. The difference today is that the people who run Disney use social media to scream to the whole world that their decision has been made for political reasons. Like what? Like when they literally were like, fuck COVID restrictions, we are opening Disney World back so that everyone that works there can get COVID. Is that system? Unironically, like the real cast system you can see inside of fucking theme parks with like fast access passes and all this other shit. Like, there is no democratic process within theme parks, okay? If you just simply look beyond the curtain a little bit, you will also recognize horrific employee exploitation, like worker exploitation, workers not even being able to all fucking day long. Anyway, Disney is in the process of taking the woke scalpel to the Jungle Cruise. The Trader Sam is out because he might offend certain people. Every grown-up in the room realizes that Trader Sam is not a representation of reality and is meant to be a funny and silly caricature. It is no more based in racism than every Disney caricature of an out-of-touch white American dad. Wait, first of all, brother, wait, what is Trader Sam? Is that even a real thing that's like happening? Oh. Okay, this is... I didn't even know Disney had this. Yeah. Why can't we still see remnants of colonialist interpretations Disney's political agenda? That's a mood killer. Disney proclaims that Splash Mountain must change because of its association with Song of the South. Disney owns Splash Mountain, so it can do what it wants. But if Disney screams at the top of its corporate voice, which is pretty loud, it is changing it to appease a certain political point of view. Now, every time when I look at the ride, I am thinking about politics. A corporation making a calculated capitalist financial decision to, I don't know, be as like marketable to as many people as possible is personally ruining this person's life, okay? What is it? Song of the South? What the fuck? What is that? I don't even know what that is, but its association with Song of the South is a 1946 American live-action animated musical drama film produced by Walt Disney.
The Song of the South takes place on a plantation in Georgia in the 1800s where African Americans and Caucasians live in blissful harmony.
Oh.
There seem to be no problems at all on Grandma's plantation, and that's exactly where the problem is. In what time period this movie is set, but it really looks like a plantation full of happy-go-lucky slaves who are more than pleased.
This dude. I'm sick and tired of these political movies. Why can't they make a movie that is clearly not political like this one? You know what I'm saying? Finally, getting politics out of my video games and politics out of my movies, dude. What is this, bro? I actually watched this recently and it made the slaves look so happy and cute. This is like Birth of a... Like, you watch it and you're like, oh, this is what the fuck is going on. Like, you're supposed to watch it and consume it and be taken over by the propaganda. This is somehow more nefarious because it's like, no, you don't understand. Black people love being subjugated in this way. Come on, they're so happy. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Birth of a Nation wants you to hate black people. Song of the South wants you to think you're doing a good thing for black people by enslaving them. Yeah, exactly. The worst, making like anti-Japanese propaganda during World War II and then apologizing for it. This is literally an entire franchise built upon whitewashing slavery and trying to get people to I don't know, reminisce about the good old days when black people were enslaved in fucking plantations and wokeristas started letting minorities in. slavery, dumbass. When you turn the worst thing humans have ever done to other humans into something that is entirely untrue, pure fabrication, a fantasy that like the dominant white slave owning class decided was going to be the truth, you are literally turning, you are actually erasing history in that respect. Madness. My grandma took me to see this in the mid 80s. I was probably one of the last children to watch it in the theaters in the 80s. What the fuck? That's crazy, dude. Okay, wow, this Disney journey is taking us on a fucking really weird place. Okay.
President Joe Biden delivers his first joint address to Congress. Will Biden inject a liter of vaccine into his scrotum to prove...
Listen, if Pirates of the Caribbean was historically accurate, those motherfuckers would be ass blasting one another, okay? And like freeing fucking slaves and shit, okay? What do you mean Pirates of the Caribbean is not historically accurate? Like pirates are fucking communist homosexuals, except for fucking Blackbeard. That what the fuck? There was a fucking... Wait, what? Wait, what was going on? Dude, I don't know shit about fucking Disney, but it's real weird, dude. And I know it has like an insane fandom, right? Pocahontas romanticizes and skirts over the atrocities committed by Europeans against Native Americans. Belle teaching Beast to be a good man and Beauty and the Beast sends questionable messages about relationships to young women. And okay, some of these are stretches, right? In 1967's Jungle Book, King Louis and his subjects can be interpreted as anti-black caricatures. Pinocchio essentially becomes a child slave. Oh God, I didn't even think about it like that. Every moment of Song of the South is offensive. True. Okay, that is true. Okay, that one is like straight up, like across the board. Iconic kiss in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is non-consensual. That's true. The crows from Dumbo reference Jim Crow laws and portray anti-black stereotypes. What the fuck? One of them was named Jim Crow. Give me a video of the crows. Let's see the crow video. Dumbo, when I see an elephant fly.
Did you ever see an elephant fly?
Well, I see the
Ever see an elephant fly? Ooh, I'm fuck.
dragonfly. I see the house fly.
This kind, okay, so here's the thing. This is like, how do I describe it? It's like innocuous. I mean, aside from the on the nose way of like mentioning that one of the crows is fucking literally named Jim Crow, it's not even like the person who drew this wasn't even thinking twice about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, yeah, this is, you know, these crows are black and one of them is named Jim Crow. Do you see what I'm saying? It somehow makes it worse than like in his mind, he thinks he's doing like a cool thing, probably. Stereotypes. He's like, yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm just portraying them as you know, black crows and we're gonna call one of them Jim Crow. It's like so deeply ingrained in the way that he lives and in a part of his existence that it's like, that's the way he chose to portray these insanely racist moments. Okay, we skipped some of these. We already saw them over and over again.
Early versions featured a troubling scene between Santa and a pair of dolls, as the toy maker is overseeing quality control on the assembly line. A white doll comes down a conveyor belt, says Mama,
Oh, no.
and gets approved by Santa. Then a black doll tumbles down the belt, says Mammy, and stamps her own butt, as Santa watches on and laughs. Given that the word mammy was
Okay, what the fuck?
slang for a black nursemaid in the time of slavery, and the doll's exaggerated features, it's no wonder Disney removed this.
The craziest thing, this movie came out in 1994. No, I'm just kidding. I wonder what the reasoning was for that.
Richard M. Sherman was one of the songwriters on the film, and has been quoted as initially wanting jazz legend Louis Armstrong.
Guys, the lack of politics in these movies are fucking awesome. I mean, I'm serious, guys. Fucking, why can't we go back to these
Arabian Nights, Aladdin. The American Arab Anti-Discrimination Committee wasn't too thrilled with the soundtrack for Disney's 1992 hit Aladdin. They took specific umbrage with a line in the film's opening song Arabian Nights, where the peddler sings, where they cut off your ear if they don't like your face. The committee saw this as
Bro, okay, listen. As far as like Middle Eastern MENA representation or like Arab representation goes, like I think Arab people and I know for a fact that like Turkish people especially love this shit. Nothing triggers Turkish people like showing Istanbul as a desert though, or like saying that Turkey is a desert. That's the only thing that Turkish people.
we continue with Asian stereotypes here. Proof that negative depiction of such characters wasn't only limited to the immediate aftermath of World War II. Nope. Asians were still being drawn with the same old slanted eyes and outrageous accents in 1970, as evidenced by Shun Gon and the gang
Motherfucker is 1970.
in the Aristocats.
All right, we saw all this already. All right, let's.
I'm Friday. Savvy? You Friday. Me Mickey.
Savvy.
Who's there?
I'm the full of brush man. I'm working my way through college.
Wait, why is that even an honorable mention, dude? What the fuck, dude? Oh! Who is the actual wolf in the big bad wolf stereotype? Bro, if these are the dishonorable mentions, like, what the fuck?
Number 1. Number 1. Uncle Remus, Song of the South.
This shit is crazy. Like, I had no fucking clue that they just made a whole ass... I can't believe they made a whole ass...
It's to this day.
Please see, please watch. What is this? The Warner Brothers Cartoon Selection 3 from the Jim Crow Museum. Oh, God. Bro, I don't even know what's going on here. Like, is this so racist that I can't even comprehend it? Like, I don't even know what this is.
I'm hitting my tail, find out that land. Without a doo-dah. Doo-dah, doo-dah.
Okay, well, I didn't know it was going to get worse, boys. I didn't realize that, is this bannable? No. Why the fuck would this be bannable, dude? What are you talking about? It's fucking literally educational, in regard. It turns me racist. Yeah. This stuff is so savage because it affected the way generations of white people perceive POC. And even worse, it tried to teach POC to perceive themselves this way as well. Yep. Okay, I'm done. All right. This is some good old wholesome apolitical anyway, listen, I can't believe we got here from the fucking guy who was like, I can't believe that Disney is no longer showing Magic Kingdom. Now we do not even ride it every trip. When my family rides Pirates now, each of the chains down this path. I do not want to have Disney World taken away from us because Disney cares more about politics than happy guests. This should matter to the people of Orlando because if Disney drives away customers like me, Orlando loses money. I can take my tourist dollars elsewhere. I am going to go to the racism factory to just get all the racism needs I have, okay? I would rather keep spending them in Orlando, but people like me feel more and more excluded. Customer experience should be the core of your business model. Immersion should not be sacrificed on the altar of political correctness and appeasing the Twitter mob. This is great. This is an incredible article. Thank you, Jonathan Van Pinpoint the tiny changes that remove racism, sexism, and the rise, and it bothers you, yeah. And the values and vision of Walt Disney, not great. This is not how Walt wanted. Why is the Jewish merchant no longer a part of the movies? But Walt would have wanted me, Hasanabi. Vice wrote about the D versus Wolf debate. This is, it's a waste of time. I hope that people were educated by it, though.